My question is, how did we get here? Hopefully by train, if you can. But we are all on our personal journeys in life, but how did we arrive at this point, today, where hundreds and hundreds of people are gathered outside DEFRA, calling on all parties to commit to protecting and restoring nature, and properly funding our friends inside DEFRA so that they can do their job. Born Free and I have been doing this for 40 years, and along the way there have been many successes: an end to the international ivory trade, an end to the exploitation of wild animals in circuses, tighter regulations for licensed zoos, enhanced conservation of elephants and rhino and lions and tigers, and an end to the keeping and exploitation of dolphins in dolphinariums. Each of those is a small victory, another step on our journey of compassion, and they would not be possible without people like you. But while they are all battles that are worth fighting for, and we must never lose sight of that, we are not winning the greatest fight of all: the protection and restoration of biodiversity against a backdrop of anthropocentrically driven, and say that with your teeth in, climate change. And part of the reason for that is that despite all the fine words and the conferences and the commitments and the pledges, things are getting worse. And our elected leaders, instead of stepping up, are stepping back. On top of that, they're shifting responsibility away from themselves and putting it all on us. It's the public who are being asked to make lifestyle choices, the public that have to change the way they do things, the public at an individual, family and community level who have to make those difficult decisions. Don't get me wrong, I think we are all willing to play our part, but what we look for is leadership. And instead of leadership, commitment, and the policies and resources to turn pledges into action, policies get weakened. Targets are delayed, budgets are cut, promises are broken. And what does that mean? That the ongoing rate of biodiversity decline, the ongoing production of greenhouse gases, the rampant exploitation of fossil fuels continue unabated. Just when we need to be speeding up our response to climate change and the biodiversity crisis, we're slowing things down, which means more emissions, more species loss, more habitat destruction, more inequality. So together with Born Free, and I hope all of you, I implore all MPs, and by the way, prospective parliamentary candidates as well, of all parties, look in the mirror and ask yourselves, is this the best you can do? Are you willing to shoulder your responsibilities? Are you willing to give our friends in the building behind us the policies and resources to do the job properly? This isn't something that they'll be judged on at the next general election or even the election after that. This is a moment of planetary crisis that will impact all life on Earth as we continue to head towards a very uncertain future. They will be judged on whether they have the courage to lead. And I have a question to end with. So I'm surrounded by experts, all these experts in white coats, all the experts from the various organizations who are here, all the experts on this side of the room as well. My question is, why are we in the street? Why aren't we outside the building, instead of taking up our permanent seats around the table as part of what I would like to call a nature security council, not a national security council, but a nature security council, so that we can restore nature now together. Thank you.